This is a weekly test of the emergency alert system. This concludes this test of the emergency alert system. This is a weekly test of the emergency alert system. This concludes this test of the emergency alert system. This is a weekly test of the emergency alert system. This concludes this test of the emergency alert system. This is a weekly test of the emergency alert system. This concludes this test of the emergency alert system.
WHDM, WHNY, WHNY FM, and WLZK now conducts a test of the emergency alert system. And WLZK now conducts a test of the emergency alert system.
This is a test. Cox Communications is conducting a required weekly test of the emergency alert system in your area. We are testing equipment that can quickly warn you in the event of an emergency. If this had been an actual emergency, such as a tornado warning or flash flood warning, an official message would have followed the alert tone. This concludes this test of the emergency alert system.
This is a weekly test of the emergency alert system. This concludes this test of the emergency alert system. This is a weekly test of the emergency alert system. This concludes this test of the emergency alert system. This is a weekly test of the emergency alert system. This concludes this test of the emergency alert system. This is a weekly test of the emergency alert system. This concludes this test of the emergency alert system. This is a weekly test of the emergency alert system. This concludes this test of the emergency alert system. This is a weekly test of the emergency alert system. This concludes this test of the emergency alert system. This is a weekly test of the emergency alert system. This concludes this test of the emergency alert system.
WRQR-FM, WTPR, and WTPR-FM now conducts a test of the emergency alert system.
This is a weekly test of the emergency alert system. This concludes this test of the emergency alert system. This is a weekly test of the emergency alert system. This concludes this test of the emergency alert system. This is a weekly test of the emergency alert system. This concludes this test of the emergency alert system. This is a weekly test of the emergency alert system. This concludes this test of the emergency alert system.
The civil authorities have issued a civil emergency message for all of North Dakota beginning at 5:52 a.m. and ending at 6:52 a.m. A silver alert is being issued by NDHP and NDBCI at the request of Rolette County Sheriff's Office. Hayden Trottier of Rolette County, ND, is an 18-year-old Native American male. He is 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighs 194 pounds, and has long brown hair and green eyes. His last known whereabouts were on March 28, 2025 at 3:24 p.m. traveling by foot on Highway 83 in Lansford, ND. Last seen wearing gray jacket, blue jeans, and lime green shoes. Has a tiny heart birthmark on his top left hand. He is considered a vulnerable adult. If you have any information regarding this incident, please contact Rolette County Sheriff's Office at 701-477-5623. The above silver alert information is available to the public by calling 511 at www.ndresponse.gov/alert.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam? Broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Home of the brave.
K236CK Warrenton.
KWRE, Warrenton, Troy, Winsville.
Activated the New Hampshire Emergency Alert System in order to conduct a practice demo. This concludes this test of the New Hampshire Emergency Alert System.
Ice storm warning in effect until 11 p.m. Sunday. What? Freezing rain, with event total ice accumulations of a half an inch to an inch in northern Jefferson County, with a quarter to a half inch of ice across southern portions of the county. Where? Jefferson County, with the highest icing amounts expected toward the St. Lawrence Valley. When? Until 11 p.m. Sunday. Impacts: significant ice accumulation on power lines and tree limbs will cause widespread and possibly long-lasting power outages. Travel will be difficult, especially tonight when roads will become icy. Be prepared for power outages and slippery roads. If you are going outside, watch your first few steps taken on stairs, sidewalks, and driveways. These surfaces could be icy and slippery, increasing your risk of a fall and injury. The National Weather Service in New Orleans has issued a special marine warning for coastal waters from Boothville to southwest pass of the Mississippi River out 20 nautical miles, coastal waters from Stake Island to southwest pass of the Mississippi River from 20 to 60 nautical miles, coastal waters from Pascagoula, Mississippi to Stake Island, Louisiana out 20 to 60 nautical miles, coastal waters from Pascagoula, Mississippi to Stake Island out 20 nautical miles, until 10:45 a.m. Central Daylight Time. At 9:40 a.m. Central Daylight Time, a cluster of severe thunderstorms was located along a line extending from 22 nautical miles northeast of Pillatown to 57 nautical miles east of southwest pass of the Mississippi River, moving north at 10 knots. Hazard, wind gusts 34 knots or greater and small hail. Source, radar. Impact, small craft could be damaged and briefly higher winds and suddenly higher waves. The cluster of severe thunderstorms will remain over mainly open waters. Strong winds will be dangerous for boaters or anyone near the water. Make sure all on board are wearing life jackets. Seek shelter or move to safe harbor until hazardous weather passes.
This is a weekly test of the emergency alert system. This concludes this test of the emergency alert system.
This is a test of the no-weather radio warning alarm device. During potentially dangerous weather situations, specially built receivers are automatically activated to warn of the impending hazard. Tests are normally conducted by the National Weather Service every Wednesday and Saturday between 10 a.m. and 12 noon. When there is a threat of severe weather in the area, the test is postponed until the first good weather day. Reception of this broadcast and the alarm tone will vary from place to place. This variability, normally more noticeable at greater distances from the transmitter, will occur even though you are using a good quality receiver in perfect working order. The warning alarm will be activated for severe thunderstorm, tornado, and flash flood watches, and for severe weather warnings affecting the following counties in the KIH 54 listening area: Bibb, Blount, Chilton, Coosa, Jefferson, St. Clair, Shelby, Tuscaloosa, and Walker. This has been a test of the no-weather radio warning alarm device. We now return to our normal programming.
The civil authorities have issued a required weekly test for all of Alaska beginning at 1 o'clock p.m. and ending at 1:15 p.m. This is a required weekly test of the Emergency Alert System and the Alaska Amber Alert System. Log on.
Pike County EMA is issuing a golden alert for a missing white male Philip Stiltner 81 last seen on Long Fork RD in Kemper KY wearing jeans and button-up shirt. Check Pike County EMA Facebook page for more info and description. If seen or you have info about his whereabouts, please call 606-433-7711. Have info about his whereabouts, call 606-433-7711.
Authorities have issued a required weekly test for Yakima WA, beginning at 2:34 p.m. and ending at 5:34 p.m. This is the required weekly test, RWT, of the local emergency alert system for Yakima County, Washington. In the event of an emergency, broadcast stations would provide important public safety information. This is only a test.
Accumulations of 1/4 to 1/2 of an inch. Where? In New York, northern Warren, northern Washington, and Hamilton counties. In Vermont, Bennington and western Windham counties above 1,500 feet in elevation. When? Until 11 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time Sunday. Impacts. Significant ice accumulation on power lines and tree limbs may cause widespread and long-lasting power outages. Very slippery sidewalks, roads and bridges are possible. Additional details. In southern Vermont, the significant icing is expected for elevations above 1,500 feet. If you must travel, keep an extra flashlight, food and water in your vehicle in case of an emergency. Prepare for possible power outages. Do not touch down lines and report any power outages to your electric company. Travel is highly discouraged due to slick roadways and the possibility of downed trees and power lines. The National Weather Service in Key West has issued a tornado warning for Lower Keys in Monroe County until 4 p.m. At 3:23 p.m., a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Geiger Key or near Big Compa Key, moving northwest at 15 miles an hour. Hazard, tornado. Source, radar indicated rotation. Impact, flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. This dangerous storm will be near Volchica, Shark Key, Geiger Key, and Big Compa Key around 3:30 p.m. This includes S1 between mile markers 7 and 13. Take cover now. Move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. If you are outdoors, in a mobile home, or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. The National Weather Service in Lake Charles has issued a flash flood warning for southwestern St. Landry Parish in central Louisiana, northwestern Lafayette Parish in south-central Louisiana, Acadia Parish in southwestern Louisiana, northeastern Jefferson Davis Parish in southwestern Louisiana, north-central Vermilion Parish in southwestern Louisiana, until 5:45 p.m. Central Daylight Time. At 2:41 p.m. Central Daylight Time, the public reported thunderstorms producing heavy rain across the warned area. Between 1 and 3 inches of rain have fallen. The expected rainfall rate is 0.5 to 1 inch in 1 hour. Flash flooding is already occurring. Hazard, flash flooding caused by thunderstorms. Source, public reported. Impact, flash flooding of small creeks and streams, urban areas, highways, streets and underpasses, as well as other poor drainage and low-lying areas. Some locations that will experience flash flooding include Crowley, Eunice, Jennings, Scott, Rain, Church Point, Iota, Mermentau, Evangeline, Dewson, Morse, Cankton, Maxey, Egan, Murata, Branch, Richard, Lyons Point, Mirren Rifle. Turn around, don't drown when encountering flooded roads. Most flood deaths occur in vehicles. Be aware of your surroundings and do not drive on flooded roads.
Ice storm warning now in effect until 7 p.m. Sunday. Significant icing expected. Total snow and sleet accumulations up to 1 inch and ice accumulations between a ½ inch and 0.8 of an inch. The areas impacted include Marathon, Langlade, Lincoln, Oneida, Florence, Forest, Menominee, northern Marinette County, northern Oconto County, Shawano, and southern Marinette County counties. The hazardous conditions are expected until 7 p.m. Sunday. Impacts. Significant ice accumulation on power lines and tree limbs may cause widespread and long-lasting power outages. Expect power outages and tree damage due to the ice. Travel could be impossible. Travel is strongly discouraged. If you must travel, keep an extra flashlight, food and water in your vehicle in case of an emergency. Prepare for possible power outages. The latest road conditions for the state you are calling from can be obtained by calling 511. Do not touch down lines and report any power outages to your electric company. Travel is highly discouraged due to slick roadways and the possibility of downed trees and power lines.